Welcome to part 5 of the Crash Bandicoot Let's Play. There we go. Got it on the second take. Alright, so, now that we are done with, now that we're done with one of the longest levels in the game, Sunset Vista, we can now finish up the second island of the game, along with our third boss fight. I may now present Koala Kong. The strongest held koala bear that won't, well actually, I think it's Koala Bear. Why wouldn't he be named Koala Kong? Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know why I paused there. But, okay. Hey, fun fact about Koala Kong, this is probably the only game he'll ever appear in. And, I mean, he is playable in Crash Bash. And he does make a cameo appearance in Crash to Insanity, but to me, this is probably the only, well, the most, how should I put it, significant game he has ever appeared in, which is a boss fight. Anyhow, the thing is with Koala Kong, you gotta, he'll throw some rocks at you, and upon one later phases of the fight, when you drop his health bar down, more TNT crates will come down, so you'll have to avoid them while you stand clear. And after a few times where he throws the rocks, he'll eventually move himself to a different position where he'll throw the rock. He'll then throw the rock. However, with the last rock, it doesn't come off screen like the other rocks do. Instead, it'll just stay on your side, and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much the boss fight. Hey, I mean, the minecarts in the TNT might give you some trouble, but other than that, he's not really that hard of a boss fight. Hey, again, Ripperoo was harder than that. Anyhow, we are now on the third and final island of the game, and yeah, believe it or not, we're actually on the last island in the game. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I forgot to mention that this game isn't very long, and I died from the. Anyway, yeah, unless if you're getting all the box gems and at least all the gems, Crash Bandicoot isn't a very long game at all. Well, you could probably get it done in a day if you wanted to.
What have I got?
Ah, that damn box. Anyway. So the thing is, starting off with the third island in the game, this is obviously going to be the longest island as well. We are starting off with the 2D level, Heavy Machinery, which is probably going to be the only noticeable, well, at least the only recycled trope that we're ever going to see as far as the CORTEX levels go. I mean, at this point, I do start to miss the tropical island feel, but that's not to say that this doesn't look bad at all. Well, I just prefer how the island, I just like the island look and stuff. Yes, and stuff, because I'm that great of a commentator after all. Why didn't I bring that one box? Alright, I just want to spill the beans right now. Oh, there's this one box, there's this one bouncing box that I forgot. You know, the one box where it has the arrow pointing up, of which will let me bounce higher. I forgot to break that one. And this is probably one of the only levels in the game where you can get the box gem in one go. Yeah, this is one of the only levels where you can actually get the box gem in one go. I don't know how, and I can't believe I forgot about that. Again, I didn't practice all that much. Hey, at least I'm living up to the video's title. Laziest edited part so far. In terms of the hazards and obstacles, actually, well, we passed those steam vents earlier, which will obviously hurt Crash, but they also follow a certain pattern too. Just follow the pattern and you'll be fine. But other than that, you also have these pipes as well. The, okay, do I really want to risk it? Should I? Alright, I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic here. With the red and blue pipes, because, yes, there is a difference. If it's blue, it's cold. If it's red, it's hot. Hence the term, red hot. But never blue cold. I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna say something red hot, you might as well say blue cold. I don't know. Wouldn't that make more sense? Red hot, blue cold. Wouldn't it? Nah. Well, the point is the cold pipes are safe to walk on, but the red pipes, yeah, you might want to stay clear. Okay, and other than that, the enemies aren't really that different compared to what we saw. Compared to what we've seen earlier. Well, other than just a regular appearance, the enemies that are just cruising along the ground, just give them the good old-fashioned bop. The security cameras, I think, are an exception, though. Because the security cameras actually are. You can spin them. Like they're not just some indestructible hazard that you just have to avoid. You can actually spin them. I didn't know that offhand when I first played this game. Then again, I don't think you would know if you could spin them. Then again, I guess you've been spinning everything so far. I really have no excuse. Oh, hey, look! We have our first. Actually, I'm not sure this is my first embryo level. Anyway, let's give it a go. Doing good. Doing good. I got it. Oh. You just have to follow the exclamation blocks. Don't! Yeah. The thing is, when you're bouncing on these crates, if you have to jump from crate to crate, and you have to land on an exclamation point a box like that, it's kind of hard to adjust your landing. I mean, in terms of controls, I can get used to controlling that crash with the D-pad, but at the same time, it's just... I'll admit, controlling crash with the D-pad, at least in this game, it does feel a bit stiff. It's nothing, I don't have a problem with it, but it is a bit hard to get used to, not gonna lie. Anyhow, oh, extra lives. I can do this. Let's see. And yeah. And I'm going to regret this later on because son of a bitch. I hate that. Yeah, it did take. I didn't realize until I beat that level where that's one of the only levels where I can get the box gem in one go. Granted, I'm not going after all the gems anyway, but then again, I'm not sure if heavy machinery is one of those levels where you get one of the colored gems. Because, okay, the thing is with the colored gems, actually, before I talk about this level itself, is that not only are they mandatory for 100% completion, but also they act as platforms, which will get you to different areas of different parts of the level. You'll only know. Again, they don't tell you which level specifically, but the only way you'll know is that if you see like a gem or floating gem, and it gets smaller as you get towards it, that's when you know that, oh, okay, there's a secret path. That's the way for you to know. That's the only way you would really know. Anyway, we are now on Cortex power. Actually, speaking of the box gem, this has to be the worst level to get the box gem in. And since this isn't one of those levels where you can get at the box gem in one go, but this also means, because of how this level is structured, because here's the gimmick with this level. Well, it's obviously on a top-down perspective, and there are multiple pathways you can take. Now, normally in Sonic games and such, I would praise this sort of thing, but in something like Crash, I do not like backtracking in Crash. No, I do not. Especially when the pathways branch especially when the pathways just simply branch. But yeah, in all honesty, I don't think Crash 1 was the worst with the backtracking. I think Crash 2 was the worst. But more on that later. Granted, I haven't even attempted to go after the box gem in this level, but I can imagine it being a pain in the ass. Or at least I can see how much of a pain in the ass it would be. Hey look, a familiar obstacle from Insanity Beach. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it. I'm surprised I actually did make that in one life. I was expecting to die a lot in this level. So how many boxes did I miss? 12. Ugh. Yeah. Again, I can see how that would piss a lot of people off. Okay. So anyway, we now have our last level to showcase in the game. We now have Generator Room. Complete with Cortex's creepy face on these screens. Okay, Cortex's face I don't think is as creepy when you look at him, when you look at his actual model, but just in this level alone. Ugh. It's so derpy, it's actually kind of creepy. That and it's the green hue on his face. It's like he's constantly watching you. Well, that and the atmosphere of the level too, that's what also makes it really creepy. Like, this is another level, this is actually a level that doesn't get reused, at least a level trope. But in terms of the, but this is just a mechanical version of the Temple Ruins levels, only with a lot less, you know, depth perception issues, with platforming anyway. These camera issues, there you go, camera issues. Although, it's levels like these where it's so dark and there's a damn glare on my screen because of the window, if I die a lot in this level, it's the glare on my screen. It's kind of hard to see. Then it's gonna be a pain in the ass for a certain type of other dark levels where it's really dark. In terms of that platform where I got the 4 boxes on, yeah, you just saw. When you actually do step on, it's basically a giant giveaway platform, so to speak. If you stand on it, it'll shake for a few minutes, giving you a warning. But then but it's probably a long time. It definitely takes a long time for it to, you know, give one more shake before it actually falls. So, depth perception, not depth perception. Damn glare. Okay, maybe both. It's not Eggman Land, damn it. I just got over that shit. Let's try this again. I didn't even bother to edit all the deaths out, actually. There we go. Anyway. So, yeah. My best bet for those 5 boxes that are on the platform, I recommend you jump on all of them. It'll save you some time. You'll save a lot of time you'll definitely have a lot of time before the platform actually does fall. Hooray! 50% completion in terms of the levels anyway. I could do this. Then again, later on, this game's probably gonna kick my ass, but yeah. I lost my. Thankfully, there's an Aku Aku mask right there. I don't have to worry about one-hit deaths, at least not for now. We just gotta avoid these enemies with the spikes. Those are actually, those are the, indestructible enemies that you can't kill. You can't even jump on them, despite the... Yeah, even though they don't have spikes on the side, you can't really jump on them, so you'll have to avoid them. Don't... Yeah! That was my fault. Okay, admittedly, that was my fault. The thing is with the spin, actually, if you're moving in one direction and you spin, Crash is still moving. Like, he's still carrying his momentum. And as you just saw, and if you're being careless like me, you'll just slide off of platforms. Just don't rely on the spin too much. That would be the best idea. Ugh. It's parts like these where my hands just sweat. Moving platforms in a dark room with a screen glare. I wish there was a way to like block the sunlight out of my window. Then again, I wouldn't mind having sunlight, because I'm not like a typical I'm not like some, at least the stereotypical gamer where they play in a dark room with where the only source of light is the screen. And to further increase the stereotype, I would have an Atari joystick. It's like, yeah. I'm the wizard. Don't. Yeah, that part can be a pain too. Yeah, because the platform is moving, and like I said, Crash's jump is a bit stiff and a bit heavy as well. And in a case like that, it's kind of hard to like jump over the red hot pipe. So let's try this again. And make sure to have some distance. Jump! Don't! That was too early. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah. Definitely no box gem for me. Again, getting 100% completion, meaning to get all the gems, it takes a lot of dedication. Well, at least says someone from the comments section in one video. That's also working on Crash. Well, not Crash 1, but also working on Crash 2. Seriously, what perfect timing. Hey, I have to admit, I'll give a link to the channel, so you'll know what's going on. I definitely recommend you give it a look at. Hooray! That is it for Generator Room. Oh look, foreshadowing to another boss, the 4th boss of the game. Anyway, guys, that is it for part 5 of this game. And the next time we meet in Crash Bandicoot, we're going to be continuing on with the 3rd island. See you then.